Hello, ladies and gents, and today we're going to talk about Ember. And, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of new stuff with the drift mods, the focus routes, and Ember is an interesting one because most of her abilities are, well, I like to focus on the 2 and the 4. The Accelerant, which is 2 for stunning them, and a nice fire damage debuff on them, and then Accelerant. And so, since we're here, let's talk about the focus first. And for the focus, I would say that there's 3 good routes that you could go with. Personally, I run with the Zen because sometimes you may run out of energy and you really don't want to throw down an energy pizza. And once you get this ranked up, you'll get 4 energy per second. Maybe if there's other people that have energy siphon, that's more energy, so you can restore faster, and it prevents that, you from being completely screwed and needing to rely on energy pizzas, in case maybe you run out of energy at some point. Again, I've got this on. I'll be maximizing this, and I'll be maximizing this efficiency, or not efficiency, but maxing them out as much as I can so I can get that rolling as soon as possible. You could also possibly throw this on, and by the time you get Void Pulse off, maybe you'll be running out of energy at that point, in which case you'll be getting a little bit from here and a little bit from here all at the same time, so that could be actually a good source of just a little bit of a boost in energy without relying on consumables. Alright. The other routes that you could go, let's say you're pretty confident that you can keep the energy going, maybe you have a Trinity in the group. I would say that Vizarin or Mandarai would actually be decent routes. Vizarin, I would say Mending Tides, Mending Tide Mastery, so you can reduce that cooldown. And hopefully this goes away so we can actually see what's going on. Mending Shower, so you can heal your allies and possibly revive them. Just keep in mind that each little thing that you add on is going to add on 45 seconds. So I would say probably Mending Showers and Polluted Water to help revive your allies quickly. It'd be really nice, everyone in the team goes down and you bust off Mending Tide and everyone's up again and you just saved the day. This route could also go, into the warding and all that stuff. I think this is probably the simplest route. You can get it off a lot more often. And for the most part, you should be able to have it up when, people start going down, unless they're going down fairly regularly. Mandarai, if you just want to, you're going to be doing enough damage as is with World on Fire with Accelerant, so I don't think you're going to be needing to go into these. You have the knockdown effect with World on Fire if you've got the Syndicate mod, so I wouldn't really focus on these as much. If I was running Mandarai, I would probably be focusing on Blazing Fury, Searing Wrath, and Burning Rage for just the passive buffs on my weapon damage. Alright, let's look at the build. So, before this update, I would have been running Energy Siphon just because I wanted some source of energy without relying on, consumables just to keep my stuff going. And because the Zen focus, it's not really needed as much, so I actually went on with Corrosive Projection. It will really help with Grenier and making sure the armor is down. Also, if you're running against Corpus, sometimes it's really annoying when you get those Oxium Ospreys, because they also are armored targets, and yeah, it's really nice against them. Let's see, is there any other... if you're running against Corpus, you could possibly run on Shield Disruption. That's a possibility. You know, whatever works for you. Alright, so for the core, we've got Power Drift, so you increase 15 to Power Strength, which as you can tell right now I have at 140. That's it's a decent what was it, 125 before that mod, so it's a nice boost. Prime Continuity, keep Accelerant debuffs on a little bit longer and keep the efficiency of World on Fire a little bit better. Sadly, it's a little bit into the negative duration range, but my normal power efficiency is high enough to help keep that relatively low. I think about 1 energy per second, so that's really not bad. Transient Fortitude, Intensify. This will help balance off some of the parts for overextended. I really want to have that reach as far as I can, and with Firequake, that's going to be knocking enemies down every time it gets hit by World on Fire. And then we've got our Streamline and Fleeting to have the 75% cap on efficiency. I've been running pretty similar builds. I used to have Rush in here because I didn't have anything else. An Energy Siphon before I got this mod, and before I got the Zen up, and I was actually able to go into versus level 80 to 100 Corpus sorties and knocking them down with the Firequake and using Accelerant for the fire debuff are really nice. As far as the abilities go, your core ability is mainly Accelerant. That's what you're going to be casting. World on Fire, oh, I guess it's a 0.97. Close enough to 1 energy per second. Yeah. This is what's going to keep you alive. Because you're going to stun enemies with this, plus that damage multiplier of 3.5 on heat damage. That's not combined element damage, that's just plain up heat damage. So I usually run Corrosive Fire on some of my weapons to really take advantage of that 3.5 multiplier. Or, you can focus your weapons on just fire damage solely, and that will really synergize with your weapons. This, of course, the main focus of this is going to be to keep people knocked down in the higher level missions. Now, if you're just running something on the lower level end, you're probably going to be killing anything that you're just going to be running across, so you're not going to be relying that much if you're going against like level 5 whatever. But let's see, as far as your arcanes, it's really up to you. What preferences do you have? I looked at the wiki and I was really going through stuff trying to figure out, okay, is there anything that would really synergize with Ember? And I couldn't find anything. So if you're gonna go with anything, I would say maybe something. Personally, I like the shotgun, so maybe I'd get the one from Jordan's Verdict for better fire rate or more damage on the secondaries. It's up to you. I hope you guys enjoy, and later.